Hey friends, welcome. If you and I have not met, my name is Emily with Heartfelt Creations, and today we're going to learn how to create those beautiful one-of-a-kind stamped background frames. Now, I don't know where you find yourself as a crafter, but sometimes we just need some extra creative ideas on how to get started creating that card base to really make those beautiful, elegant cards the easy way that provides that backdrop to add those beautiful dimensional flowers. So let's take a close-up look at what we're going to be creating today. This has this beautiful backdrop of this stamped frame in a shaped card with this beautiful focal sentiment. We're going to learn how to do an ombre coloring stamped effect with this as well. So to get started, we're going to be using the Elegant Rose Frames collection. And we're starting out with this frame, stamp, and die. This is absolutely stunning. It's perfect for those backgrounds, and it coordinates beautifully with the classic roses and the wild roses that you have loved so much. So we're gonna go ahead and show you how to color, how to create that card base, and how to stamp those focal sentiments within this collection. So to get started, we're going to be going ahead and using this largest die in the set and cutting out a card base. So what I did is I just ran that through and cut out that outside piece, and we're ready to release this. Now when you do that, just make sure that the top part of this die is overextending the fold line so that you don't clip off the entire fold line. So we'll just bring this off, and you don't have to worry about this tape tearing any of your card base because that will all be covered. So just go ahead, bring this out, and you have a really beautiful shaped card base in no time. So I love the stamped frame backgrounds. You can do so many different things with them. I have so many card samples that I want to show you at the end that really showcases the versatility with it that I think you'll absolutely love. Now this tape does not want to get off. It's like, I live here. Typically I like to, let me just pull it off like this, and then we can pull that off. Okay, so typically I like to brush it against my skin before I use it, and I forgot to do that this time. So thus it is stuck in there. So you can just go ahead and remove those excess pieces. If you wanted to peel away that tape, you could as well. However, we are going to cover it, so it really doesn't matter. You could then go ahead, after you have cut out this outer piece, just open this up and cut an oval into this front piece. Or you can also cut out the shapes of, say, the sentiment dies as an opening, or you can also do some of the inner pieces as well. So there's lots of ways to cut openings into these frames and into these card bases. So to create this card base, your next step is going to be stamping this frame in a mulberry ink, and then you're going to color it, okay? So I have a little bit of coloring left over here that I'll show you how to do it quickly and easily. So if you like easy coloring, this is for you. And then we're going to layer it on a gold luxe frame piece. So we're going to go ahead and color next, and then we'll layer those two together. So it's so quick and easy to create this beautiful backdrop for your card base without spending a lot of time. Now I did go ahead and for the base of the frame just covered everything with the leaves and the frames with the Vivid Chartreuse ink, and then I'm just going back with the olive color and just using the tip of my sponge dauber and adding a little bit of a darker green highlight into the areas that I want to have a little bit of a highlight of green. So pretty simple and easy to do. Just make sure you just use the very tip. And if you are a colorist, you can totally go back and you can color these with markers and all sorts of fun things as well. However, if you like something that's quick and easy, this is so beautiful. Now, this collection is just, we just nailed it. I just think it blows everything out of the park. It creates that backdrop paired with those focal sentiments that I can't wait to share with you in just a little bit. And it just creates this beautiful ensemble for a card. Now, before I finish coloring this, I did want to point something out. This is a frame that can be used in its entirety, or if you look at this, you can cut this apart and you can just use pieces. How pretty would it be to pair these two pieces just on top of each other? Or you can turn it around. You can use this piece on the top of an oval and this piece flanking the bottom of an oval. So lots of variations. I haven't had a chance to do everything I wanted to do with it, but there's so much versatility with it, and I can't wait for you to experience the joy of creating with these and adding these to your craft room. So I'm just adding a little bit of the vibrant fuchsia in the background, and then we'll go in with a little bit of the mulberry, which is the same color we stamped with, and just add a little bit of highlight of that over the top of the roses, and your coloring is complete. So how easy was that? Super stunning, very pretty, and it's ready to be layered on top of this. Now, I did just offset this gold a little bit to get just a little bit of that gold shine underneath to get that extreme elegance and beauty with this. So I'm just going to use my hot glue gun and just add a little bit of glue on both ends of this frame. I'm not going to tack it down super tight just for the sake of time, but we're just going to go ahead and offset this just a little bit, and you can see this once we have this position. There we go. And you can do as much or as little of that gold as you want. And then once you're finished, you can add some foam dots to the back to give this a little bit of a lift when you are adding this to your card base. Now this step is totally optional for you, but it is a way to add a little bit of depth and dimension. And what I love about this is these frames add such elegance and beauty to your card base. So if you want to mail this, you can totally do that without having a lot of dimension. However, if you wanted to really pile it up with some roses or some fun things with that, you have that option. So you get to choose how much dimension you want to add to this card, and it still looks super elegant and beautiful. Now, I did cut out an oval that has a little bit of a smaller opening for the inside, so we're just going to go ahead and bring this in and put that right around the frame. I'm just going to flip it around to the front so I can see what I'm doing there. And you have a little bit of that frame just pops up in that oval a little bit more so you can see that. So super pretty basic card. Now what I would recommend that you do is just utilize this technique and create lots of different card bases. And I'll show you some more variations of card bases that can be done with these that are super versatile, very cool as well. So with this, the next step is going to be adding your sentiments. So the sentiments that came in the Elegant Rose Frames collection, you don't want to miss out on them. They are bold, they are focal, and they are absolutely exquisite when they're die cut out with that stamped dimension that you can get that ombre colored effect with. So you have a happy birthday to you, have a wonderful day, and thinking of you. So we're going to be using this one. When you stamp it, it comes all together. So we're going to show you how to ink this up and do that ombre coloring technique. Now, I like to have fun. Each one of my stamped images comes out a little bit different each time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a mixture of Majestic Violet, a mixture of the Vibrant Fuchsia, and the Mulberry, okay? So with this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do just an entire coloring of purple, the Majestic Violet over the base, okay? And then I'm going to add just a little bit of the Mulberry at the bottom. And so I have the stamp laying on my table, and then I just tap, tap on top, and I'm going right over the top of the image that I stamped, now just partially. Now for this, the rest of this, I'm going to go back with my Vibrant Fuchsia and just tap, tap over the top. And you can even go back and just have a little bit of fun and add just a little bit more of the Majestic Violet up here. And we'll see what we come out with. It's always fun to just experiment with different color combinations and see what you get. I just love the techniques and the different variations that you get with this, but you get different coloring effects just based on how you stamp that. Isn't that so pretty? So if you would have wanted to, you could have just kept the purple off the top. You can just kind of flow with it however you like, but it just adds this nice gradient color of 3 colors that you blended together, which is so pretty. Now you're going to be able to die cut these out. Now the words that I have in front of me, I already cut apart, but what I want you to do is take like maybe 5 layers of just white cardstock and die cut them out and glue them together. And that gives you a nice thick piece. So it's kind of like a chipboard piece, except you're gluing those 5 pieces of just plain cardstock out. Just snip them apart because these do stamp together. So once you die cut them, just snip those words apart. If you want to have it apart, you don't have to. And then you're ready to glue the stamped image to the top. Now, when you're doing this at home, if you wanted to go ahead then and add some glitter over the top, some crystal lacquer to make those letters all sparkly and shiny, there's lots of variations on what you can do to really finish that off. So you get to choose how you want to use that for yourself. And then you go ahead and just add a little bit of glue to the happy, and you are going to be good to go. I just love this. So versatile, so beautiful, and it makes a statement in no time. So it's perfect for all occasions, from littles to young at heart, right? I just love that. So we're gonna go ahead and add this first, and then we'll arrange our flowers around it, okay? So I'm going to use my Dry's Clear Glue to just glue this down. You could use your hot glue as well if you wanted to. And we'll put that right in this section up here, okay? And I'll just hold that a little bit. Now for the birthday, we put that into the center. So that is going to be on the inside. And then there's another sentiment to you that comes with this and is attached. You can cut apart, glue that on top, and you can put that on the inside and the bottom. So when they see that, when they open it up, so that's like a little surprise as well. And I'll show you that on this card. So you'll see that in here with a little flower. And then you can go ahead and add your roses and add these little twirlies if you wanted to. So it works beautifully with the classic rose. You could pair it with a wild rose. Add your glitter, and you have this beautiful one-of-a-kind card. If you haven't seen how to make the roses, you can let us know in the comments, and we can give you a link to a beautiful rose video that you can see as well. So that is the basics on creating a card base, and then you can finish this out with whichever flowers that you prefer, okay? We're gonna switch gears a little bit and show you some finished samples. Are you ready? I just love the way this collection came together. Our team of artists worked diligently to really bring you products that you can utilize with previous collections and also maximize the versatility, and that's what I'm going to show you in just a little bit. So you saw the sentiment set that comes within the Elegant Rose Frames collection, and then this is the stamp frame that we were using, the Elegant Rose Frames, and then there's one more in this set that I absolutely love, which is the Stylish Rose Frame. This also has a little border, and like the other frame, you can cut it apart, you can use pieces, you can use it as frames, and this one, I really love how it was used on this card. If you missed it, I will be doing a Facebook Live on it. Just let us know if you want to see that, and you can see how to do this card as well. But we show how to do a partial cut on a card edge, and again, you're using an oval in the center and utilizing this beautiful frame. So it's just a stunning card using the thinking of you sentiment. And then here's another variation of that same frame, but instead of using an oval, we used one of the die backgrounds for the words, cut that opening, just stamped that frame and added it to a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card, added our roses. Super stunning. Here we just stamped that sentiment in the background and then highlighted the words. Can you see that crystal lacquer shine on that? So super pretty. That very same frame can be split apart on an A2 size card. Look at the beauty of that. So pretty. And you can see how beautifully this could just be cut apart and used by itself as a background spray for your flower clusters if you wanted to use it that way instead of in a frame. So beautiful ways you can use it. You can also angle it. You can color it with markers and just get that stunning sentiment on there. You can also use it with some of our previously released shape dies as well. And don't forget how you can use these as a shaker card. So beautiful ways to do this. Now, if you're not a colorist, just ink it up in that ombre coloring tip and technique that I showed you earlier, and you can just add a glitter, add some florals, and you're good to go. Love how that turns out. Here's another one that's a shaped card, just stamped a sentiment in the center. Here's one that's utilizing some of our decorative dies in the background and then just utilizing the frame on top. Super simple, yet so stunning, and how that all comes together, which I just absolutely love. And then here's some cards that focus more on utilizing those sentiments and using some of the dies we just launched at the end of September, which I absolutely love how these pair together. There you've got that happy birthday, super stunning. Here you have the thinking of you on a slimline die using some of those dies that we launched at the end of September. If you missed those, you want to go back and get those as well. They are just so pretty. So here's another one with just that sentiment as a focal, layering it with beautiful decorative background dies. Before I go, I wanted to show you the paper collection. Now, many of you get the I Want It All when we launch it, which means you get every single item I just showed you, plus the paper pad. Now, I would highly recommend getting multiples of this, because this is a collection. If you love those pinks, those burgundies, those mauves, and you love beautiful rose background paper, this is a collection that you will be like using over and over. So I'd highly recommend getting multiples of those. So pretty. I love this tag background sheet as well. So hopefully this inspires you to utilize these beautiful one-of-a-kind elegant rose frames for your cards. Use it as those backgrounds, and I can't wait to see what you create using your own inspiration or just following what I showed you today experimenting with different color combinations and also different flowers, cutting it apart and all that fun stuff. Now, if you do not have this collection yet, I'll add the links below for quick and easy ordering. Thank you so much for joining me today. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to do that so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. We'll see you next time. Bye.